Just because I say racist shit, that does not make me a racist.
What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, everyone in the swamp? It's good to see you back for another riveting video here on this channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different from what I would normally do. This isn't going to be an episode of any sort of Lolcow documentary series or a commentary on some degenerate story online. This is more going to be some updates of various different Lolcows that I cover, but don't warrant a video themselves. We're going to start off with good old Cyraxx as always, and then move on. So it has finally happened. Cyraxx's Rax Nation YouTube channel has finally been taken down and smited by good old YouTube. And this is right as he was at the cusp of gaining that sweet monetization and making all them sweet YouTube dollars. He was finally at the pinnacle of success, going to be able to take care of his fiance and stepson, but it's all been ripped away. Don't worry, Kera finally comes out from the shadows. And we finally even get picture evidence of what she looks like. Cyraxx was doing fairly decent. You only need 1,000 subscribers and about 4,000 watch hours to be able to be eligible for the monetization program. Of course, you must be approved, but that's likely just a bot 9 out of 10 cases. So who knows, Cyraxx probably could have slipped on through. Cyraxx was over 2,500 subscribers, and if you looked at all his views of his streams and videos, he was probably pretty close within that 4,000 watch mark. I did notice he suddenly went quiet. He did say he was going to take a break, but we all know Cyraxx, he's usually back within a few hours. So I was wondering maybe some sort of strikes actually came in on his channel. But from what I'm seeming to understand here, it was a self-nuke, a self-deletion, if you will. Cyraxx truly came all this way, fought all these battles, outlasted multiple trolls, including Music Business Martin, just to nuke his own channel and blame the trolls once more. So now that Cyraxx is sufficiently off YouTube for the next couple of days or hours, we'll see how long it takes for him to come back. Let's check out this interesting response from his quote fiance, Kera. She has a very interesting perspective on all this, and clearly she has not been fed the truth by Chance. But let's give this a good read here.
First of all, you don't even know us. He was set up by a troll named Marty and his little sister. This person set him up with a 16-year-old posing as an 18-year-old.
Wrong, Cyraxx, you're already lying to your girl. How can you claim to love this person and then lie to them, bold-faced like this?
Chance is a talented artist, and because he is mentally challenged, this guy did this to steal his music, out of jealousy. As soon as he found out she was 16, he cut all ties with her, on every platform, but the damage to his reputation is already done.
Definitely an interesting way to distort the story here. Chance has clearly not been upfront with his woman here. But even with that behind us, the damage to his reputation wasn't just because of this one allegation. That's entirely disingenuous here. There's years and years and years of compilations, documentaries, etc., all showing Chance's misdoings. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I definitely think if you defend people like Chance, you're just as bad as Chance. I mean, hey, it clearly shouts, I'm all good with this is cool with me. At least that's how I see it.
I've known Chance since we were in high school, and he wouldn't hurt a fly. He loves children and would never hurt them.
Yeah, he loves children alright, lady.
After this setup, you all have virtually ruined every aspect of our lives and refuse to listen to anything other than your own narratives or other people's commentary.
Let's be real, did she write this or is this just Cyraxx? I don't know. It's all kind of shaky at this point. Now that I actually look at it, the spelling, the punctuation, this is all way too good to be Cyraxx. It definitely is some sort of female.
We got a cease and desist court order put in action, but Marty left the country in order to avoid it just to keep bullying Chance. He swore to never leave him alone. This whole thing is due to jealousy. Please stop ruining our lives. You're hurting my kid too. Just leave us alone. He's already been investigated for this incident and was found to be a false accusation.
And of course we have to end it with one more delusional lie. So if the images on the Reddit for Cyraxx of his alleged fiance here, wife-to-be, whatever you want to call her, are actually true and real, well gosh darn Cyraxx, you definitely have a pattern of liking your woman on on the larger side, which, hey, there's nothing really wrong with that, but it seems like it's all the typical trailer park single moms. You gotta love when stereotypes live up to reality. These are the only people desperate enough for somebody to be a stepdaddy so bad to their little kitty that they'll even give Cyraxx a chance. And truly, I can't really tell who won the bigger prize here. Cyraxx finally getting something to stab his meat dagger into, or this absolute scholar of a woman over here allowing somebody as deplorable and absolutely disgusting as Cyraxx even remotely near her, even on an internet capacity. Just in case, I always run a cleaner on my computer, clean my cache, get my cookies all cleared out anytime I do any videos on Cyraxx. I'm terrified those bed bugs are gonna come through the screen. So, there are some other updates in the Raxiverse. I noticed that Elizabeth the Great has been back recently, causing more trouble. Now, some fun context around Lisbeth. They apparently went to school with Cyraxx and knew them fairly well, interacted with them and was around for some early days of Cyraxx lore. And they come in every so often in the comment section and remind Cyraxx about how much of a depraved human being he actually is, and how long he's actually been a weirdo. This first comment gets me in the knees.
Hey Chance, remember when you stole a bunch of money from your mom's purse and was waving it around at school, claiming you were rich? Someone from the school called Sally and she showed up to take her money back. Chance was literally throwing a screeching tantrum and was sent home for the day.
Like, come on, Cyraxx, you're in high school at this point, and you're acting like you're rich with a wad of 51s at most? Come on, Chance. You can't take mommy's EBT money and be waving it around like that. That's a bad look. You know, normal people would probably be drinking, smoking, just starting to date, starting to go to parties, socializing, making friendships, etc. Chance was out here being the most deplorable, absolute cretin he possibly could from jump. Lisbeth would go on to leave another solid comment saying,
Hey Chance, dear air quotes fans, know that you have in fact given at least 3 other blowjobs to other kids at your high school, and that 2 of them were from the remedial class?
Say it ain't so, Chance. Not only blind Billy, but now it was 2 other special ed kids? Come on, Cyraxx. I genuinely wish I could say color me surprised, but I'm just not. Everything that comes out about Chance just does not faze me at this point. Cyraxx would go on at another time recently to reply to some comments in his YouTube section here. He would say,
These people are lying to you. The money really is being helped to get her here. But William and his goons don't want that to happen. Because if you look on his community tab, he said he wants to see me suffer as much as possible.
Alright, I can only do so much Cyraxx voice before I start to feel really weird about myself. Now, this is a great example as to why I said it's very unlikely that Cyraxx is making up the girlfriend and catfishing the girlfriend, writing the posts for her, etc. Because look at how terrible this is. No punctuation, misspellings all over the place, no sentence structure. Shoot, this is hardly even English. He's really trying his best to gaslight us, the trolls, and whatever audience he may think he has in his deluded little head, that these funds are 100% going to her move, getting her to where she needs to be, etc. It's definitely not going to be for a new video game for old Cyraxx on Steam. So, Lisbeth the Great would go on an absolute tirade. There are a bunch more messages dropped down here, so let's read a few more of them here for your guys' entertainment.
Hey Chance, there are more than a few people from your past that know exactly what you are and are more than happy to share with everyone what a little creep you are. Hey Chance, remember when you couldn't go on a field trip because you spent the $10 Sally gave you for it and tried to blame another kid for the missing money? Hey Chance, remember when you were caught stealing a game from another kid's locker and when the police got involved you cried and begged? He stole the game and let another kid get blamed and was stupid enough to brag about what he got away with. Hey Chance, remember in your first high school when you were sent home no less than 10 times due to your poor hygiene? I remember. Hey Chance, do you remember being turned down by a girl in the special ed class and how much you stalked and harassed her after? I remember. Hey Chance, how many times were you beaten up over the years for being a creep? I can personally recall at least 6 times. Hey Chance, remember when Sally's excuse for you was he doesn't know any better?
Now, there's a bunch more I could go down, but the one that's the most damning and something I haven't ever heard of before, because the rest of these are rumors I've heard of or I've covered here and there throughout the series, but this last one was concerning more than any of those. Hey Chance, what was the name of that 8-year-old boy you used to follow home every day when you were 15? Now, whoever this person is must either know somebody really close to Cyraxx or is somebody incredibly close to Cyraxx, and I have a few hunches on who it might be. I'd love to see your speculations down in the comments as well. So with the final Cyraxx update we'll be touching on, and don't worry, all of this will eventually get compiled into an actual documentary episode, I'm sure, so definitely keep an eye out for that. I just didn't want to throw out a filler episode for the series considering we are getting pretty close to the big ol' episode 50, and I have plans for that, and I want to make sure we can stick to those plans. Anyways, this last thing is an unfortunate thing for Cyraxx. He loses again. Time and time again, Cyraxx gets hyped up, he gets excited, he thinks he's gonna win a court case, and unfortunately Cyraxx, you lost again. So let's read this little paper here. Roboto-san apparently posted this, so let's see what they've got here. So this looks like it's some sort of mutual dissolution proposal. Dear redacted, in good faith I am writing to inform you of my client's intentions and to propose a reciprocal no harm agreement with regards to financial remuneration. My client is extending the opportunity for mutual dissolution relative to the case 2025 C742231B. I have just informed the court as a result of extenuating circumstances and erroneous claims made a part by your clients, as well as additional named parties, my client has determined that it is in his best interest to relocate and take up residency in a non-U.S. jurisdiction outside the reach of any extraordinary filings. In layman's terms, we have determined to position him outside the reach of the law as we work through this latest round of frivolous attacks. As such, I have instructed the courts of our non-participatory position with regards to tomorrow's hearing. Because my client's motives and intentions are in direct response to your client's ongoing asinine claims and relentless bullying and harassment, should your client not agree to settle and or discharge, my client reserves the right to pursue all remedies available to him. Lastly, and with utmost certainty, this will be the last communication on my client's behalf. Should he choose to contact you by other means or methods is outside the scope of my participation in this matter. I encourage agreement and closure for all parties. Sincerely, J. Francis Hardy, Esquire, LLM. Long live Mart Dog. So as you can see, this is definitely a very real piece of paper sent by a very real attorney in a very real court of law. So, unfortunately, Cyraxx, you once again lose. You're never gonna win. Long live music business Marty. That's gonna end this video for us. A quick Lolcow update here on good old Cyraxx. I appreciate you guys so much for the support you give the channel here. It really does mean the world to me. Be sure to hit that like button to help this video reach more people. Unfortunately, the last Cyraxx episode in the documentary series did get age restricted, so that severely cut how many people were able to see it, and unfortunately, a lot less people than usual did see it. But no worries, we will be able to come back stronger than ever. YouTube can only hide Cyraxx from the masses for so long, so every like helps. If you're new, why not join us, subscribe. I upload videos like this multiple times a week. Throw down your comments. Would love to know your thoughts on all these new Cyraxx updates, and I'll see you soon.